on 45, 100 miles from here. Just turned on to Interstate 25 heading north into Colorado.
All right, here we are again, heading out on another trip. Saturday morning, it's about 10:30. Gonna meet Mike down by Pueblo, and then we're gonna head over towards Tin Cup Pass. So weather is great. It's about 80 degrees, sun shining, light breeze. It had a lot of rain up there on the trail, so we're gonna see how that trail is today. Hopefully it'll be okay. Tin Cup Pass in Colorado has a rich history that includes its origins as a wagon road and its current popularity as an off-roading trail. The pass itself is named after prospector Jim Taylor, who brought gold back to camp in a tin cup in 1860. In 1881, a wagon road was built to transport supplies between St. Elmo and the town of Tin Cup. Today, Tin Cup Pass is a popular trail for off-roaders. The trail is known for its challenging terrain, which includes sharp rocks, deep valleys, and high cliffs.
Okay, we made it to our site and settled in for the night. We're on Tin Cup Pass. We found this site. It started early this morning, so we decided to stop early today. Get gorgeous views. The pass is up beyond those trees. We took a little side road to get in here. But yeah, we had some rain fall as we were setting up. Nothing too dramatic, but getting set up. Gonna throw some kielbasa and beans on the grill for dinner. Got the tents set up. We're both trying out new tents this time. Mark's got the Eureka. I got the Light Fighter 2-man. So we'll try that out. And then as the rain started, we decided we're going to pitch a tarp. Give us some shelter. Get the fire going. Yeah, so night one, settling in early. We'll get an early dinner, and I don't know if we'll be early to bed, but got some new whiskey to try out. But let me try to take you down this path here, show you what we're camping next to, see if this battery lasts. Go through here. I think you can hear it in the background. A little game trail or something. That's going to be a beautiful backdrop to fall asleep to tonight. Not a bad little site. All right, we'll talk it to you later.
The next day.
This is Sunday night,
The 26th.
20, 26th
yeah.
of August. And this is night 2. So take 1.
You can see we don't have a campfire tonight. And we're under a tarp wearing rain gear.
Yes.
So, yeah, little weather moved through, and so we're going to see if the tents are waterproof tonight.
Yes, we will. So, we didn't really do much last night. It was mostly just driving down the road, getting to St. Elmo, and then we started to come up Tin Cup Trail to come over Tin Cup Pass. And we were probably a mile and a half, maybe.
Yeah, not far in. But it was 3:30. It was time to call it a night. And so we got settled into camp, and it was nice to get away. We enjoyed a little bit of whiskey last night. And yeah, so maybe some bloopers from our attempt at a video. But yeah, so tonight's the first night.
Yeah, so...
it was a good run today. We got on the trail about 10:30 and hit up the Tin Cup Pass, 12,570 something feet, I think.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah,
it was right at 12.5 and some change.
Yeah.
So, but it was a great run. It was a little bit more technical than I remembered from the last time.
Yeah, it was definitely bumpy, that's for sure.
It was pretty bumpy. Didn't break nothing, so that's always a plus.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep our voices down. There's other campers. We're in a paid campsite tonight. It was after we got over Tin Cup, got down here, so we ended up getting a paid site because it was basically the first one we came to.
Yeah. We took our time coming up the pass, and we stopped at I guess the town's called Tin Cup, right?
Yeah. Tin Cup. Yep.
Yeah. And had a great hamburger at Frenchie's.
Frenchie's Cafe.
Yeah.
Awesome place. If you ever get the chance, you got to try it. The story goes that, Tin Cup, of course, is a mining town. I don't know what they were mining. I'm sure it was probably silver or copper, one of the precious metals back in the 1800s. And in the 1890s, this Canadian guy,
Canadian.
Yeah, they called him Frenchie, but his name was Napoleon Perrault.
Mm-hmm. Napoleon Perrault.
And he established a trade route into Tin Cup so the miners could, get trade goods, of course, get booze. He set up shop with, 2 stumps and a board to serve alcohol, whiskey, more than likely. And then it just kind of took off from there. So he had a saloon that burned down in the early 1900s.
Yeah, 2 saloons burned down.
2.
Twice. Yeah.
Burned down twice. And of course, all the miners, and they'd spend all their money on booze and gambling. But Frenchie would give a lot of the money back to the family, so everybody was fed, nobody went hungry. So the town loved him. And after the second fire, he was kind of bedridden, and so the miners basically broke down the door, got him out, got him to Salida, got him to the hospital, and of course he
didn't last very long.
Didn't last very long after that. So anyway, they named this cafe
after Frenchie.
It's a great little place, family run. It's open only in the summer. I'm assuming the family goes somewhere warmer for the winters.
Sure.
I'm sure the winters up there are pretty rough.
Yeah.
But no, it's great hamburger if you ever get a chance to go up there.
It closes for the season on Labor Day.
Yes. And of course it's been raining on us most all day. So we planned to get some video clips of the town, but it was pouring. So we got some from inside the Jeep. Don't know how well they came out. If they're good, we'll insert some here so you can see. But it was pretty bad weather today. So But the trail was great. We got some good footage on the trail.
A lot of fun. It was a lot of traffic out there today. I was surprised. You know, the UTVs and side by sides and a couple of Jeeps and lots of trucks and SUVs, and so the road's passable if you have a capable vehicle. It's not too crazy, but I mean it's a rough ride. Definitely airing down the tires and having a little clearance helps.
Yeah, that guy in that Ford pickup was working his truck out.
Yeah, he was.
And he was going way too fast.
Yep.
But we passed a kid and somebody else in a Ford Raptor, I guess it was.
Yeah, it was a big truck.
Full-size pickup, had all his camping gear, and he was just bombing down the trail as we were going up.
Yeah.
And that truck was bouncing. So I know that they had a rough ride. But no, it's a good day. I mean, we love coming out here.
Had chicken teriyaki for dinner.
Yeah,
and
sure did.
Yeah, it was good. And tomorrow morning we'll have what are you making?
Tomorrow we're going to do a hash brown skillet. For breakfast. Because it's pretty quick and easy. So we'll do that for breakfast, and then we're going to hit the trail. Finish getting down Cumberland Pass, which is where we're at now, and if I can, I'll put a
drop a
screenshot with a pin drop so you can see where we're at. But we'll get down, finish this pass up, because we're still at 10,000-ish feet. I didn't get the exact elevation, but
the rain kind of messed up the afternoon. It was we got the tent set up and then the tarp set up, and got the tarp set up just in time. Had a little hail or grapple, and so it kind of messed up the afternoon. We couldn't have a fire. We started the fire and then it started pouring again, and so we gave up on the fire and cooked under the tarp. So
yep. So this tarp has seen a lot of use. So if you recall from our last trip, we were under the tarp one night because it was raining.
Yep.
We don't have it attached to the Jeep this time. It's freestanding. Well, it's on a ridge line, but it just gives us a little bit more flexibility. So that it's working out. So.
Yeah, it's got this dry. So it's great to be out here. The San Juan Mountains are beautiful. Just stunning area. And after our last trip, we knew we were coming here.
Oh, exactly.
And we were both looking forward to it. I think we both had a interesting week leading up to our trip, so it was a mad scramble to get here.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So
you were in London.
I had to go to London last minute notice, and so I left Tuesday, came back Thursday, and then Friday pulled out in the afternoon, made it to Amarillo, and we hooked up in Pueblo at 11 o'clock yesterday. So, yeah.
And, of course, for me, we had a hailstorm on Monday and yard cleanup on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then everything that could break in the house broke in the house. Garage door, awning, you name it, it broke. But, we got through it, and
we're here.
We're here. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
so
here comes a little more rain.
Yep.
But so it should be relatively cold tonight. Probably low 40s. I think this morning when we got up, it was
39.
39
this morning. Yeah.
39 degrees in August. Yes, it happens.
10,000 feet.
Which is why you see us wearing jackets and rain gear.
Yeah.
But no, it's. I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. The rain should let up in the next day or so. Got a lot of trails. Imogene is closed. We were going to run Imogene probably the day after tomorrow. But they had a mudslide, so it's closed for the rest of the season. So we're going to have to pick some other trails. I mean, we've got Stony Pass and
got some
other good trails
again if we wanted to. And I know you want to drop a line, wet a line and do some fishing, and hopefully the sky's clear. I can get some star trails.
Well,
pictures.
Tomorrow we'll be on Cibola.
Yeah.
And I've fished that before, so that's probably the plan. So, and I do have a spare rod for you.
I'll get it tangled, but more than happy to try. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, and it's been a really good time so far. I mean, I know. Oop, there goes the rain off the tarp.
Yeah.
I know the rain tends to put a damper on things, and the weather can kind of make it less enjoyable. But just being in this part of the country is phenomenal.
Beautiful here, and you just gotta go with the flow. The rain, yeah, will be damp, but it'll dry out, and I think Tuesday it clears up, and no chance of rain. So
yeah, so rest of the week should be good. So we're looking forward to it.
yeah, we'll keep you filled in, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.